I received a question today. Is there a way to bring my InDesign content into FrameMaker, and what would be the easiest way to do that? I'm going to put together this demo to show you exactly how to do that. It's a fairly popular question. How do I move content from InDesign to FrameMaker or FrameMaker to InDesign? Here you go with an example of how this would go on. I have a sample InDesign file right here. Let's open it up and take a look. Here's the file. Now basically, the cleaner you can get your content to HTML, the better. So basically, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. Within InDesign, all we have to do is click on File, Export for Dreamweaver. We can select what we want to call it. I'll take the default, the name of the file with an HTML extension. Hit Save. Now we have a few choices. We can decide to just export a selection or the full document based upon the page layout for the flow of the document. We can decide what we want to do with our bullets and our numbers. Images, do we want to automatically have them converted by type, or we can force an individual type? And there's just a couple of other choices that we have. We can embed in cascading style sheets or not. So it's our choice. I'll say no cascading style sheet, and I'll export this. Now that it's exported, it's going to be fairly easy to do at this particular point. I can close down InDesign, and let's go look at our output. Here's the file that we just created. I'm going to right click. I'm going to open it up with Notepad++. Now this is the file that we just created. It's an HTML file. Now all we have to do is we need to change the header information. So I've created a little file here so you could take a look at it. Feel free to write it down. Basically all we're doing is we're giving it a XML version number at the very top. So FrameMaker will know that this is an XML document, and we're also will be moving from a strict DTD to a transitional one. So just write this down. I'm going to copy it down, and I'm going to move it over to our document, and I can select our DTD callout, and I'll paste it, and I will hit save. At this particular point, that's all I really have to do. So I'm going to close this down. I will open up FrameMaker, do a file, open. Frame is configured to be able to open, edit, and save XHTML files. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up this HTML file where we change the header to say that it's an XML file. Frame will think it's an XHTML file and open it up fine. Now Frame will do the linking of all of the images. It will be piping through this content into a structured template that we can modify if we want to change the look and feel of the document itself. So we have total control on how we want to lay it out, but we have the content in total here. It's a structured frame document. It's an XML document. Now what we could do is we can make more modifications if we choose. I didn't do a very good conversion to HTML. It's truly up to you how much work you want to do, but I can actually just go into here and maybe select this P element. And if I wanted to do some handwork, I could just say that's a heading 1, and I can change that. So we could do some post-processing if we choose to, or we can do a better job of converting it to HTML. But this procedure will work for anything that you can convert to HTML, you can bring into FrameMaker. Now once it's in Frame, what I could do, if I wanted to, I could strip off the structure and keep this as an unstructured frame file. So if you want an unstructured frame file, not a problem. I'll just go into Special, Remove Structured from Flow. Now what we have is this document in unstructured FrameMaker. Now if you choose, you can actually, if you want to create a different structure, you can certainly do that. All we'd have to do is use the Structured Tools Conversion Table utility to create a conversion table, and from this conversion table we can create structure. And that's a, different video altogether. I have a 7-part video series, e-learning series. Feel free to visit that. We do have those recorded links. You can go to the FrameMaker and the Tech Communications Suite product page and get a link to those recordings. Thank you very much.